How Chipmunk Got His Stripes by Joseph Bruchac and James Bruchac, and pictures by Jose Arrego and Ariane Dewey. How Chipmunk Got His Stripes. One autumn day long ago, Bear was out walking. As he walked, he began to brag. "I am Bear. I am the biggest of all animals. Yes, I am. I am Bear. I am the strongest of all animals. Yes, I am. I am Bear. I am the loudest of all animals. Yes, I am. I am Bear. I am Bear. I can do anything. Yes, I can." As soon as Bear said those words, a little voice spoke up from the ground. "Can you really do anything?" Bear looked down and he saw Little Brown Squirrel standing on his hind legs. "Can you really do anything?" Brown Squirrel asked again. Bear stood up very tall. "I am Bear. I can do anything. Yes, I can." There's Little Squirrel. "Can you tell the sun not to rise tomorrow morning?" Brown Squirrel asked. I've never tried that before, but I am Bear. I can do that. Yes, I can." So Bear turned west to face the sun. It was the time when the sun always goes down. So Bear stood to his full height and spoke in a loud voice. "Sun, do not come up tomorrow." At his words, the sun began to disappear behind the hills. "You see," said Bear, "Sun is afraid of me. He is running away." "But will the sun come up tomorrow?" Brown Squirrel asked. "No," Bear answered. "The sun will not come up." Then Bear turned to face east, the direction where the sun always used to come up, and he sat down. Little Brown Squirrel sat down right beside him, and all that night they did not sleep. All that night Bear kept saying these words. "The sun will not come up. The sun will not come up. But as the night went on, Little Brown Squirrel began to say something too, and he said these words. "The sun is going to rise. Ooh! The sun is going to rise. Ooh!" All through the night as they sat there, one by one, other animals gathered around them. Fox and wolf, deer and moose, rabbit and porcupine, hawk and owl, otter and beaver, frog and turtle, and even the little mice came. They wanted to see who would be right, Brown Bear, Brown Squirrel, or Bear. And this is what the other animals heard. "The sun will not come up. The sun is going to rise. Ooh! The sun will not come up. The sun is going to rise. Ooh!" Finally, it was just before dawn, the time when the sun always used to come up. "Look," said Turtle. "A little bit of red is starting to show." "Yes," said Owl, "I believe the sun will rise today." But Bear only chanted louder, "The sun will not come up. And right next to him, Little Brown Squirrel piped up, "The sun is going to rise. Ooh!" And the sun came up. The birds sang their welcoming song. The bright light of the new day spread over the land, and everyone was happy except for one animal. That animal was Bear. He sat there with his head down and a grumpy look on his face. The happiest animal of all was Little Brown Squirrel. "The sun came up," he chirped. "The sun came up, the sun came up, the sun came up. Ooh!" Brown Squirrel was so happy, he forgot what his wise old grandmother told him when he was very young. "Brown Squirrel," grandmother said, "it's good to be right about something. But when someone else is wrong, it is not a good idea to tease them." Now Brown Squirrel began to tease Bear. "Bear is foolish, the sun came up. Bear is silly, the sun came up. Bear is stupid, the sun..." Whomp! Bear's big paw came down on Little Brown Squirrel and pinned him to the ground, and Bear leaned over and opened his huge mouth. "Yes," Bear growled, "the sun did come up, and yes, I do look foolish, but you will not live to see another sunrise. You will never tease anyone else again because I, Bear, am going to eat you." Brown Squirrel thought fast. "You are right to eat me," he said. "I was wrong to tease you. I would like to say I am sorry before you eat me, but you are pressing down on me so hard, I cannot say anything. I cannot say anything at all. I cannot even breathe. If you would lift up your paw just a little bit, then I could take a deep breath and apologize before you eat me." "That's a good idea," Bear said. "I would like to hear you apologize before I eat you." So Bear lifted his paw, but instead of apologizing, Brown Squirrel ran, and he ran as fast as he could toward the pile of stones where he had his home. He had a tunnel under the stones and a nice warm burrow deep underground. And little Brown Squirrel's grandmother stood in the door waiting for him. "Hurry, Brown Squirrel," she yelled. "Hurry, hurry." Look at Bear's shadow. Little Brown Squirrel dove for the door to his home, but Bear was faster than he looked, and he grabbed for Brown Squirrel with his big paw, and Bear's long, sharp claws scratched Brown Squirrel's back from the top of his head to the tip of his tail. But Brown Squirrel got away. Deep down in his burrow, where Bear couldn't get him, Brown Squirrel curled up next to his grandmother and slept all winter while those scratches on his back healed. When spring came again, little Brown Squirrel came out of his hole and looked at himself. There were long, pale stripes all the way down his back where Bear had scratched him. He was Brown Squirrel no longer. He was now Chipmunk, the striped one. And that is how Chipmunk got his stripes. Ever since then, Chipmunk is the first animal to get up every morning, and when the sun rises, he scoots to the top of the tallest tree to sing his song, "The sun came up, the sun came up, the sun came up, ooh!" And ever since then, Bear is the last animal to get up. He doesn't like to hear Chipmunk's song. It reminds him, it reminds us all, that no one, not even Bear, can do everything.